They're all top players, but if you can get goals from a player like Rodri in that position in a game like this, it makes you almost unstoppable. I mean, that's like Kevin De Bruyne striking with his left. It was absolutely perfect.
And the importance of that goal, just unlocking that first goal on the night like this.
Yeah, and that's what you want. There's a nervousness at this stage of the tournament. Quarterfinals, we talked about the magnitude of this game. It creates a nervousness and there's an edge in the stadium. And sometimes you need someone to say, you know what, it doesn't matter. This is any game to me, and I'm going to take on an opportunity. And he done that today. And what a strike! Phenomenal at this stage of the tournament. This huge player in all ways, but we don't really expect him to take on shots like that. And he's gone and produced a marvellous effort.
Okay, you're telling us you're confident enough to use the touchscreen for 2-0. We're not sure whether it's going to work out or not. But
no, that's good. You know what? The goals we're going to highlight and look at the goals, but I think it's also the detail before the goals. I think were really fascinating. I think if you look here, Jack Grealish. We talk about him on the ball, but defensively he's been phenomenal in the education and what he's putting out now. You've seen him looking over his right shoulder. There's a reason why he's looking at his right shoulder. He wants to stop this passing lane once the ball comes into Upamecano. I'll play it on again. He's having another look there. He wants to see where Pavard is. Where is Upamecano going to play the ball? He makes a decision now straight away. I'm going to get in that line and stop that pass, and I'll show you the reason why he does that. It's really intelligent defensive play. He now goes in, he's cut off that line. Look at that line. Upamecano, who was uncomfortable all night, cannot see that, and he was uncomfortable for these type of reasons, the approach. Now Upamecano's got to do something different rather than play an easy ball. He's got to travel with the ball, or he's got to find a more difficult pass. And look how uncomfortable it becomes for him. Right, I've trapped you now. Where are you going? Now it's all about quality.
That must have been a specific instruction for Upamecano, because they seem to leave him on the ball so many times, and yeah, his game was indifferent towards the end. He looks very uncomfortable, but you never want to have to dribble past the forward. And even then, Jack's really gone, go on then, you're going to have to beat me here. And then not only did he win the ball back, but he's took the composure there to put a back heel in, and an execution there from Bernardo as well.
I'll tell you what, I mean, the ball from Haaland is ridiculous. You know, we talking about it, you know, his goal scoring and all that, and naturally it's out of this world. And Bernardo's header is brilliant. But just the awareness to clip that into that area, he just knows. You know, he knows what a goal scorer wants, and he puts it into an area. And that's what I mean. Both boxes, City, the press, re-highlighted that brilliantly. The press, the trap, Upamecano, they knew he was going to make a mistake, and sure enough, and he did. And to be fair, that goal could probably finish the tie off.
And there's pressing, and there's working hard, but there's doing it intelligently. And that's what we saw today, and I think it was a great example of, yes, working hard to get the ball in numbers, but also doing it with an idea and an expectation for the manager, a plan that he's put in place.
And then the third goal, you could argue the vital goal, because you can say that 2-0 is the one that puts it to bed, but 3-0 you really feel like this is City's now to throw away.
Yeah, I just thought in all phases they were brilliant. You know, this is a set piece. Bernardo, you know, I thought was fabulous. That header back across from Stones is brilliant, and they're just there in every phase. They're just a little bit more active, and Haaland's always on the move. You know, we said before, his awareness in and around the box is exceptional, but that second phase is important.
That's the thing. So it's surprising me that someone so prolific in the area of the 18-yard box or the 6-yard box is left free, that no defender has recognised this may fall to Haaland. Let's get tight. And no one's recognised that, and it's far too many. He does what he does best.
OK, let's get some City reaction. The man who got the opening goal is with Des. Des.
Rodri, that was a tremendous game, tactically, physically. Does that feel like a giant step forward tonight?
Well, yeah, to be fair, it's a great result for us, but not just the result, the fact the team play, the effort we all made, I think is the end of the season, quite the end of the season, and it's quite remarkable that right now the intensity, the desire we have to go to every battle, every duel. And for me, the key today was the defensive side. I think we were great, and we understood perfectly how can we punish them.
I love that you're talking about the defensive side, having scored that first goal, your first Champions League goal.
Yeah, very special for me, of course, with a good goal and the first goal, as you say, in Champions League, to help the team in a moment. I think we were a bit struggling because they show us their weapons, but they're a great team. And I think that gives us a bit of confidence to keep going. But yeah, so happy.
Beautiful curve on that shot, and also perfect weather for a knee slide celebration as well. It's a lovely moment.
That's true. Yeah. You have to, when it rains, you have to take advantage of this. Yeah? Of course, I used to see the Premier League. They do this slice. In Spanish, you cannot do because there's no water.
So in the second half, they came out at you. They were more attacking, but Bernardo's goal 2-0. That was a big moment.
Yeah, I think sometimes we have to understand that we cannot have the 80% of the possession, and they play too, and they have talent players to keep the ball, and we don't feel comfortable with the ball, but we understood perfectly where the game was. I think we wait the moment when Jack was great in the stall and the second goal, and Erling, in the fact that he's not used to cross sometimes or to identify, he looks so well, Bernardo, and 2-0 was a good gap there in the game, but as you see, we want more, and we scored the 3 and we could score the 4, but it's a great result, as I said.
Still have to finish the job, but that's a fantastic lead to have, isn't it?
Yeah, and of course, no, we don't think it's done. Of course, we know where we're going, we know the team they are. It's a good result, and we're happy because of the performance, but we don't think much on that. We're facing now Leicester in the Premier League, and when we face them back in the home, we're going to expect another final, and I think we have to try to win the game if we want to go. We cannot be conservative with this result.
Thanks for your time. Love it.
Thank you.